The person who caused your deepest pain just received a message. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says the moment they caused that pain, they thought they walked away clean. They thought your tears would vanish with the night. They thought your prayers would fade into the silence. But I, the Lord your God, have watched every detail. Nothing was hidden from me. Not the way they betrayed you, not the words they spoke behind your back, not the moments they plotted your downfall with a smile on their face. I was there silently watching. I saw your heartbreak while they celebrated. I saw the moments you couldn't sleep, the moments you questioned your worth. And the moments you asked, why me? My child, today I want you to know that I have sent my word, and it has reached them. The person who caused your deepest wound has received a message that no human hand can erase. No lawyer can defend them from it. No door can shut it out. No money can buy them out of this consequence. What they did to you has returned. Not because of your anger, but because of my justice. Do not think for a moment that I forgot your pain. I counted every tear. I measured the silence of your lonely nights. I documented the betrayal. I kept record of the moments they laughed while you cried. I recorded the exact hour they chose to hurt you when they could have helped you. And now that record is open in the courts of heaven. The angels have been dispatched. The scroll has been unsealed. Their name is written on the consequences they are now facing. The pain they buried you in has become the burden they must carry. They cannot undo it. They cannot pretend it didn't happen. They cannot silence what I have released. It is their turn to see what you felt. It is their time to feel the weight of what they thought would never catch up to them. They didn't believe it when you said you serve a living God. They laughed when you chose to forgive them instead of retaliate. They misunderstood your silence as weakness, not knowing it was wisdom. They didn't know you were placing the case in my hands. But I knew, I saw your faith. I heard your whispered prayers. I felt the trembling in your voice when you cried out, God, I leave this to you. And now your faith has moved mountains. Your prayer has triggered divine judgment. The person who thought they were done with you has now realized they were never out of reach from me. My child, listen closely. What's coming next will not need your participation. You will not need to fight, argue, prove or explain. You will not need to expose them or chase after revenge. Because I, the Lord, have stepped in. I have surrounded them with a mirror of truth. Everywhere they turn, they will see their own reflection. What they did, what they said, and who they became. The false mask they wore to pretend they were innocent is now falling apart. The charm, the lies, the manipulation, it is unraveling right in front of them. And while you continue to rise in my light, they will walk through a season of shadows they cannot escape. Yes, they tried to move on. They tried to erase the evidence of your pain. They told stories that made you look like the problem. They convinced others you were weak, emotional, unstable, or too sensitive. But I am the God of truth. I see behind every mask. I know what the world doesn't. I know what your heart tried to carry alone. And now I am revealing that truth in the spirit realm. The consequences they are facing are not just from what they did to you. They are facing everything they did in secret. Everything they thought I wouldn't see. Every word they spoke in the dark, every decision they made out of greed, arrogance, and pride, it's all returning now. And they feel it. They know something is shifting. They feel the walls closing in. They feel the whispers around them change. They feel their energy drain. What they once thought was power is now becoming weakness. This is not about revenge. This is about restoration. This is about divine order. What was out of balance is now returning to alignment. What was stolen from you is now being returned with interest. What they tried to bury is rising again in a new powerful way. You are entering a season of vindication. Not because you fought for it, but because you waited on me. The glory that is coming to you will make sense of every broken piece. You will see why you had to go through what you did. You will understand why I allowed you to walk through the fire. Because the fire purified you while it exposed them. You didn't lose anything, my child. You gained wisdom, strength, grace, and heavenly favor. And now, while they tremble under the weight of what they thought they escaped, you will walk forward crowned in peace. You might never get an apology. They might never admit the truth. They might still pretend like nothing happened, but it no longer matters. I have judged the matter. I have ruled in your favor. And you will see the fruit of that judgment in ways that will shock even you. You will receive a phone call, a message, a sign, a shift, something that confirms what your spirit already knows. That the season has changed. That justice has arrived. That the hand of the Lord has moved. They thought they got away with it because I was silent. But my silence was not absence. It was patience. It was mercy. It was waiting for the right time. But now the time has come. They are learning that hurting a child of God is not a small thing. Touching a heart I created, wounding a soul I breathe into, comes with a price they cannot avoid. And that price is now being paid. Watch closely, my child, because the same ones who said you were nothing now looking for the door I opened for you. The same ones who counted you out are now watching your elevation. And though they might never admit it, they are learning this truth. Don't touch what belongs to God. And you, my precious one, lift your head, breathe again, smile again. The heaviness is lifting, the cloud is moving, the grief is breaking, your name is being cleared. Your spirit is being healed. Your blessings are being released. I know it's been long. I know you wondered if I saw it. But today I speak clearly to your heart. I saw everything. And I am responding not with wrath but with righteousness. I am not only punishing them, I am promoting you. I am not only closing their doors, I am opening new ones for you. The pain they caused has become the testimony of how I rescued you. And they, the ones who laughed, the ones who mocked, the ones who said you would never rise, they are now standing in front of the very gates they tried to lock you out of. But they cannot enter. Because this season is for you. This breakthrough is for your healing. This blessing is your inheritance. They are not invited into this glory. They were not willing to walk with you in your valley. So they cannot stand with you on the mountain. Let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them sit in the silence that once surrounded you. The role is reversed. And you, my child, are rising like the sun after a storm. I haven't forgotten what they did. But more importantly, I haven't forgotten what you did. You forgave. You trusted me. You didn't let the darkness consume you. You kept loving. You kept praying. You kept believing. And for that, I am rewarding you openly. Your pain was not wasted. Your story is not over. Your blessing has not been cancelled. In fact, the next part of your life will be the most beautiful. I will turn the ashes into beauty. I will turn the mourning into dancing. I will turn the silence into songs of joy. So watch, my child. The one who caused your deepest pain is now facing what they never thought they would. They are receiving what they sent. And while they try to figure out where it all went wrong, you will be walking forward into everything that is going right. Because this is not just a season of justice. It is a season of divine release. What was delayed is now arriving. What was blocked is now open. What was stolen is now returned. And what was broken is now being healed. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not weak. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are favored. And no pain they caused can stop the promise I placed in you. Lift up your hands and receive this, because today heaven has spoken and nothing will ever be the same again. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. The person who caused your deepest pain just received a message they cannot run from. They may have thought they escaped. They may have laughed behind closed doors. They may have moved on with their lives as though they never hurt you, as though the damage done to your heart was invisible to the heavens. But nothing is hidden. God saw it all. Every word, every betrayal, every manipulation, every blow you couldn't even explain in words, He recorded it. And now the divine reckoning has begun. I will not let what they did go unanswered. Not because you asked for revenge, but because you were silent. You didn't retaliate, you didn't fight back with hate. You chose peace. You chose me. You turned your pain into prayers. You turned your tears into surrender. And I watched it all. I held every moment in my divine sight. And I stored it. Not to forget, not to delay, but to act in perfect timing. That time is now. The one who wounded you in places no one could see is facing the consequence of divine justice. Not out of punishment, but to correct the imbalance. To restore what was taken from your soul. This is not about bitterness, this is about truth. I am a God of truth, and truth cannot be hidden forever. What they buried I am now unearthing. What they denied I am now exposing. What they escaped I am now confronting them with. This is the hour they cannot run anymore. The weight of what they did is finding them. The consequence is coming not from your hands but from heaven itself. You are safe. You are protected. You are not in danger because I stand between you and anything that would try to repeat that pain. You are not cursed, you are not forgotten. You are not damaged goods. You are my beloved. You are the one I've chosen. You are the one I'm lifting up from the rubble of your heartbreak. You are the one I am crowning with honor. The story they tried to destroy is the story I am using to bring you into glory. The darkness they invited into your life will never have the final word. I will. I am the author. I am the finisher. I am the beginning and the end. And I say this, the chapter they tried to write with cruelty is being erased. I am writing a new page now. The ink of this chapter is holy. The paper is pure. The words are soaked in miracles. And the title of this next season is Restoration. They thought they ended your joy. They thought they ended your hope. But they did not know who you belonged to. You belong to me. You were carved into the palm of my hand. Not a moment of your suffering was lost on me. I was there the day they left you. I was there the day you cried in secret. I was there when your voice shook and you tried to stay strong. I was there when you stopped believing in people. I was there when you whispered, God. Do you even see me? Yes, I did. And I do. And now I am responding not in anger but in justice. Not in rage but in truth. Not with hate but with holy alignment. They will know that what they did cannot be undone but it can be answered by heaven. I have a way of returning to you what was taken. Not always through apologies. Not always through their regret, but through your rise, through your peace, through your blessing, and I tell you now that blessing is coming. The silence is breaking. The delay is ending. The pain is turning into purpose. The hurt is becoming healing. The injustice is becoming your testimony. You will stand on the ashes of this heartbreak and say, God did this. Only God could do this. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. You do not need to explain the suffering you endured. I know it. I saw it. And I am moving now. The very person who tried to crush your spirit will have to watch your spirit rise higher than ever. Not for show, not to gloat, but because I exalt the humble. I restore the broken. I lift those who were cast down. You didn't fight back, and that's why I'm fighting for you now. Do you feel that stirring? That is my spirit reminding your heart that your breakthrough is coming. That is my whisper saying, do not be afraid. The same people who dismissed you will have to witness your elevation, and still you will not hold bitterness, because by then your soul will be too full of blessing to hold a grudge. I am not just restoring you. I am transforming you. They thought they damaged you, but they only prepared the soil. Because your roots went deep in me when everything else fell away. You may not have all the answers, but you have me. And I am enough. I am more than enough. I am your shield. I am your redeemer. I am your provider. I am your father. And I do not allow my children to remain broken. I rebuild what was shattered. I restore what was robbed. I reveal truth where lies once lived, and that's what I'm doing in this moment. I'm revealing what they thought would remain hidden forever. They may have manipulated the story, but they cannot manipulate my justice. You were not too emotional. You were not too trusting. You were not to blame. You simply loved with a heart that was pure. You gave from a place of light, and they responded with shadows. But now light is overcoming. The truth is overtaking. You do not need to be bitter to be victorious. You just need to be still, and let me do the fighting. Archangel Michael is stationed beside you right now. Not as a symbol, not as a metaphor, but as a real heavenly protector. His sword is drawn not to harm, but to defend. His wings are wrapped around you, not to hide you in fear, but to shield you in grace. Michael stands for truth, and truth is now standing in your life like never before. No lie will remain. No false narrative will endure. No whisper campaign against your soul will go unchallenged by heaven. Let them speak, let them twist. Let them try to rewrite history. None of it will stand, because I am rewriting your future. What they meant for evil, I am turning for your good. What they tried to destroy, I am rebuilding stronger. What they thought they buried was a seed, and now it is sprouting. Your joy is growing again. Your purpose is awakening. Your peace is returning. Your confidence is shining. And your soul is dancing again. Not because they apologized, but because I healed you anyway. You are not defined by what they did, you are defined by what I'm doing now. And what I'm doing is holy. It's divine. It's beyond your understanding. But it is not beyond your reach. Reach out in faith. Trust me, even when it doesn't make sense, especially when it doesn't make sense, because that is when the miracle is closest. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are in the palm of my hand. You will receive signs in the coming days. Confirmations, conversations, dreams, encounters. I will not leave you guessing, I will make it known that I am moving. Stay alert. Stay in prayer. Stay in expectation. Your blessing will not knock politely. It will burst through the door. It will catch you off guard. It will flood your life in waves. You will go from weeping to laughing without even realizing when the change happened. Because I move suddenly. I move swiftly. I move in ways the human mind cannot calculate. They thought they ruined you. But I'm about to use your life to preach a sermon that no words could ever speak, a sermon of survival, of resurrection, of divine favor, of grace that cannot be explained. You don't have to chase justice. I'm bringing it. You don't have to beg for healing. I'm pouring it. You don't have to question your worth. I'm proving it. So rest now. Breathe deep. You are safe. No harm will come near you. The war they started has already ended. And you won. You won by surviving. You won by not becoming what they were. You won by choosing me. You won by staying soft in a world that tried to make you hard. And I am rewarding that. Your prayers are not in vain. Your cries were not unheard. The door is opening. The page is turning. The heavens are speaking. And the person who hurt you the most just received a message that came directly from my throne. They cannot run. They cannot deny. They cannot hide. Because I am the God who sees and I have spoken. You will be at peace. You will be restored. You will dance again. You will smile without pretending. And you will see with your own eyes what happens when God steps in and says enough. That moment is now. That hour has arrived and nothing will stop what I have ordained for you. Not their betrayal, not their lies. Not their denial, not their silence, not their control. I am God and I have the final word. You are loved. You are covered. You are rising. Watch what I do next.